This week's Torah portion deals with, it's called Parshas Mishpatim, and it's all of the different laws that Moses got right after Sinai. At Sinai, when he's at Sinai, we right away go into not just, which is very fascinating, it's not just about this inspirational experience and now we have a party and relax, but rather we right away go into how do I concretize the experience, how do I bring it into my personal life. It's very interesting, and that's Mishpatim, and the laws we're dealing with how do we treat each other and how does a community get built. So it right away, the Torah shows us right away you want to actually, when you have the moments of inspiration, take it and make something practical. Let's get a plan together now that we have shown you what's possible. Fascinating enough also, the month of Adar, the month of Purim, begins this week. And it's so interesting because the Talmud speaks about that Adar is the time of happiness. If you have a court date, you should try to arrange it in Adar because it's more auspicious for it to go in your favor, etc. That's very interesting because when we think about happiness, the holiday of Purim seems to be very unusual. And like, what does it have to do with the Torah and all the laws? But why is happiness in Purim unusual? Yes, we end up getting saved at the end, but it's like super dark and like just like mass genocide is just magically avoided, which I guess is happy. That's nice. But what's the whole connection? So deep down, this is the whole concept of Purim. This is the whole concept of Adar. This is the whole concept of Jewish happiness, which is this idea of the hiddenness, right? That a lot of times people are only happy when things are clear. But when things are not clear, people get confused. People get terrified, frustrated, out of shape. The Jews, we're the opposite, of course, right? Which is that we are very comfortable for things not looking great. We are very comfortable where things aren't sure, where things are unknown, right? Because for us, happiness is knowing that deep down that there is a God that runs under the surface, and that deep down within us, we are actually plugged into something much bigger than us. This idea of learning to trust our intuition is a very fundamentally Jewish concept that comes out of the month of Adar, right? So connecting to our ability to trust our intuition and the ability to realize that deep down we're good and we're in line with God is a very fundamental idea. And also we can plug that into the idea of Mishpatim, which is when we have that reality, we have to start to put structure in our lives so that we can live effectively, so that we can live peaceably with each others. Shabbat Shalom.